JT, I think we're good to start. Alright. Just let me know if things are like a little funky with the sound and stuff. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, and so last time we were playing, things went a little crazy with the whole, hey, we're gonna crash right after clearing out the goblin park. The goblin stuff. So I went ahead and like quickly redid that.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
I bought one of them.
On the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional.
I'm just awesome.
Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet God! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Alright, let's get rid of the extra people and then we'll go to sleep before we go to the one place.
Are you sure? The band just went...
Speak. Are you sure that's the best court? Confirmed.
Shah's blessings upon you. If you're sure. Very well.
Go sell some stuff to hold on.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Dude, I want all of those. that. Alright, we're gonna go to bed and then we're gonna go to the grove. He wants to do stuff.
Looking at something. The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? And what do you see, exactly? Excuse me, I'm an eternally young vampire, not your doting grandmother. You can do better. What else? Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
Karlach is beautiful. You're fine though. I'll be nice.
Observant. Mirrors aren't much use, but being reflected in someone else's eyes? Well, I could do worse.
Hi, everybody. Looks like, yeah.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Holcim
Have you
might be
been
able to
watching
remove
me
your
on the
type
battlefield?
But he couldn't.
I flit around just
You're desperate
raiding
to be
death.
rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Yes. Holcim is correct. Your parasite is unusual.
Ooh, he does not like it when someone else is correct in guiding me.
Until the
He does
source
not
of the
like it,
tadpole's magic is
little bastard.
destroyed. Any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Holcim knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites were merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult, though the absolute aims are not yet clear to me. Its methods are, these parasites are more than illicit spawn. They are vessels for control, The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the true souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. Because I am just like you, and I need an ally. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells. They need me. I have to go. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens.
I hate this mofo.
The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Might as well get my spiffy new eye.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Prod. He's prodding me! I'm being prodded!
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, Tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
Spiffy new eye!
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
New apple! Alright. Beef camp. Wait, did I murder everybody out this way? I think I did. I did. There's a bunch of dead bodies over here. Cool.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
Thank you.
It's not enough, but it's all we have.
It's quite a day for reunions. Halsin has returned, too. And I expect he'll want to speak with you. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
We'll see you there.
Remember, find the river and follow it down.
With the leadership dead, no attack will be mounted on the grove. I am in your debt, my friend. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Soon. First, I must set matters to rights in the grove. And you should celebrate your victory. After being dormant for so long, your infection is unlikely to produce new symptoms spontaneously. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss
Staring at
what
each
is to
other
come.
until he finally speaks. What the hell?
Korga. Poor child. The Grove will be a dimmer place without her potential. But you are right. You had no choice. I failed her long before you arrived. The Shadows could not have tempted her if I had taught her as I should have. But the Grove still stands even if she does not. Thanks to you.
Yeah, you stuck it in her butt too much. That's what happened.
Believe me, it is. The span of a mortal life isn't enough to grasp the importance of this place. Its roots touch everything. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
You run, and you do not stop. For anything.
Right. All of our taping stashed away for the journey?
We did it. Come on.
Yes, Mum? Check twice myself.
Give me a kiss.
Just to be sure. Hold still. Need every last copper piece to get started in Baldur's Gate.
Bleeding, you lummox.
You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate. Always a deal to be done, even now. Try not to die up there.
Remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
There we go, boy. Now, back to packing.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Wow.
Remember, stay near the center of the group, all right? No wandering off.
God, it seems we might actually make it to the city now. Hope the neighbors are a bit more welcoming. We did it.
Have your bags.
Come on.
We're moving.
Give me a kiss.
Watching gods. While I was training children, you were out cutting down an entire goblin camp.
We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
We didn't die today. Tomorrow, perhaps, but not today. Thanks to you.
What now? Let's keep to the shadows.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through. I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Timora's luck twist your way.
You think you saved us? You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
I should have seen the signs. She had gone too far.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you.
No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. Fair enough. I should not have underestimated you. Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Well, well. What have we here?
That is kind of cool, though. Can I go in now? He did say everything was mine!
A beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach? What's hiding here?
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you. Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole. And bloody hells, did we need it. But here, to mend any hurts. The grove's gonna feel so empty now.
Give me a pouch? Really? All she gave me was an apple and some mugwort? Okay.
I know you stopped the goblins, but I can't stop looking over my shoulder. It makes it hard to sleep at night.
Then to Meckham. I'm gonna be crazy and go do this without Lae'zel and see what happens.
A dragon. Gods preserve me.
I suggest we admire it from afar.
You go a lifetime without seeing one, and then they won't stop
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Mag Gresham! What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is. Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around. What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Can we kill them? Please. Pretty please.
So bloodthirsty.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace. These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretha. You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant?
Really? I'm rolling that one again. That's bullshit.
Perceptive for such an inferior creature. For you to keep sucking air, it is necessary for you to tell me something of worth. A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled. Do not speak. Your bleating offends my ears. Just stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
Ah, damn it! Hey!
You realize he's casting Detect Thoughts.
I'm gonna reroll that one.
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
I'm a very persuasive person. Let's go.
Unlikely you'd be successful. But it costs me nothing to spare your sorry life. Very well, Istik. Seek out survivors from the ship that crashed on this wretched world. Bring me their heads. Bring me the weapon. If you succeed, the reward will be great. Now go.
That was easy.
Hot to the touch. Dragon's breath still lingers on this shield.
A dragon is clearly not to be trifled with.
Oh no. Sounds exciting to fight a dragon. Let's go to camp.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. A vampire's spawn is less than a slave. They're a puppet. We have no choice but to obey our master's commands. They speak, and our bodies react. It's all part of the deal. Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd have us torture ourselves. Whatever his weather-vane mood settled on. Thank you, but this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. So it would seem. Hopefully he bumps into some gnolls while stumbling around at night, and that's the last we hear from him. I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back. It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Aha! Safe! You think I'm safe? Do you know the power of
Dude,
vampire
have you
lord
been
possession?
watching me flit around the battlefields?
Turn into mist. Call walls to do his bidding. Shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. You don't understand. You don't know him. Just trust me when I say we need to be careful. He'll send more lackeys. He has plenty
I'm
of
a
souls.
vampire paladin of Lathander.
just have to be
You think he could
Keep our
stand
wits
up
about
against
us.
me?
And kill any monster hunters on sight. Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk. I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more? Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
Ah, grumpy sourpuss.
No, an owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Really?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
I fail to
Then
see the
you
problem.
have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
I mean, we could always just romance Gale.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell. I like you too. A lot. I'm sure you know that by now. Oh, gods. You know I want that more than fucking anything. I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right? Yes.
Aw, that made me happy.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Nat 20!
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Hi, Solus.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was
Bitch,
just
you sulking!
reflecting on what
You
has
are
happened
sulking.
and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration.
Alright, doing something real quick. Alright.
I can say it even more nicely. I'm soberly pondering my state of affairs and not wishing to drag a single happy soul into a state of melancholy. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns
You're the
this
one who
are
was
all
a
popular
dumbass
balloons,
and
you
made a
see,
fucking
and the
pact
guests
with a
won't take
freaking
kindly to
demon.
scars quite so monstrous.
Right, Solus? It's all his fault.
I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. But Off with you. This is your day. Have a dance.
Fucking
Enjoy the
wiener.
music.
Okay, come here, Souls. You obviously want me to give you attention, so come here. He's like, I don't want to be on my back. Too bad. I don't feel like getting clawed. You're
12
impossible.
impossible deeds every day before the sun reaches its apex. That's the way of the blade. Sometime alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
Is that it?
I'll have you know, he can also make them blue.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Maybe we should forget the city. Live out here, under the stars.
It's a bed and a roof for me. But off you go, Master Ranger.
Without you.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? One raunchy ballad coming up.
Ian, what do you want? Ow! 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 My cats just ran right over me. The bastards.
I should be out there, talking with you.
Try not to get too
Just
close.
a moment.
Yeah. Remember what
Come on, Elfie, make it spicy.
Right.
How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
Hearts a quiver. Raised elbows.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
That's not what happened.
Live a little.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Yes.
Are you planning to share the light?
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
By a Garon's lost nose! No!
Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures.
fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. Given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. Wine is to wit, as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. My eloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
Good kid.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your body to the tiefling. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for the mundane.
She could literally sear me just by poking me. That's totally mundane.
For now. But come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder
Not
how my
really.
lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Karlak. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? As you like.
Nope.
Try not to tire yourself out too much.
I hope you're not here to beg. It's so unbecoming. Funny, but unbecoming.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Hey, you soldier. I think everyone's asleep.
You
May
don't
I?
sound asleep.
Hello, you. I've been waiting for this all night. Isn't it mad? How good life is. Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one.
I see.
10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word. A touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars. Guess not. Just feel what I feel. No sense hiding it. Ugh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you. I'll turn you to charcoal. Guaranteed. Around you. Tall order. But if you've got an idea, I'm all ears. Sleep on it, maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now, it's enough just to know you care enough to try.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there. before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the Shadow-cursed lands. You may reconsider. I would like to. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Tower. May Sylvanas guide us.
Hey, what's on your mind, Astarion? You seemed a million miles away just then.
Oh, I was just pondering that heart of yours. There were times I would have been thrilled if everyone who put their hands on me burst into flames.
I'd trade you if I could.
You know, Karlak, there are other ways to express love beyond run-of-the-mill physicality.
Are you going to try and teach me about exceptional uses for a mage hand, or what?
Well, actually, I was thinking of poetry.
Oops. Sorry. But, now that I think of it, is Mage Hand especially hard to learn?
What the hell? Oh God. Where's my revivifies?
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Oh, thou mayest. Very well. Dost thou require anything else? Then thou must return with the prop. This is the price of balance. Very well. Then thou must return with the proper pay. This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment. By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake. The year, 10 Air. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
Alright, we got them back. Dumbasses.
Doesn't work.
What a day.
Zebby-poo! Why'd I call him Zebby-poo? Probably because I used Zephyrin as my freaking lockpick dude. And he was an elf.
No one stopped me yet.
I was getting used to the sky again. Long ride down.
Fear not, Karlak.
Is
Sun,
this
moon,
the
and stars
Underdark?
will still be there, waiting for
A
us.
dangerous place to stock goods.
Meanwhile,
even
this
for a
place
Zend.
is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
Don't touch me. Hardly a challenge. Let's hope for gold. The hells was that? Better not get buried down here.
Hey, that's funny.
Fungal spores. Must be myconids nearby.
Let's be quick.
More are coming.
That voice. Do you hear it too?
They're coming. They're coming.
They wanted our pants.
This might be some devil's ploy. Don't listen to it.
They're coming. You're coming.
a dull moment.
Oh.
Hope your soul is in good hands. Very well. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Careful, I might. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Woohoo!
Let's get going. Hells, I wouldn't want to get hit by that. there's nothing. What's in here?
Someone there? A crooked touch.
Here we go.
Something over there.
No one back home will ever believe this.
done yet?
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Try me.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are? Ha! A rival. A mere footnote to my legend. You should be more concerned with who I am. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
Far, far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro? Impossible! The master of the Adamantine Forge would be known and feared throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no. They hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone. Bold of you to ask. The others knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, but I know where to find it. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or... almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me, but I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
What's it gonna take?
That was easy.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Mine now.
Blood follows me everywhere. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Wish I had a bag of holding.
First.
slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elis Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. Feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Aha!
Masks. Known to cause confusion. Best not get too close. Time to press ahead.
Oh, I have the magic touch. On my way.
Making me sweat. Got it.
Don't linger.
Mistra Rill.
Put him up.
Nothing will stand in my way. No time for mercy. What path lies before me?
Don't tell me I can't beat up something.
Lost in thought.
Damask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
What to do?
gonna call it there. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.